Part of the treatments down there include bioelectric medicine. There's a machine or a device called a rife, and it it puts electric current, sends electric current through your body at different frequencies that have been predetermined to be associated with your illness or ailment. And I don't know if it works. I certainly couldn't find anything really negative about it on the internet. I think there were pros and cons about it. It seemed to be well balanced in terms of pros and cons, and I found it very comforting. And so each night, the program I have for glioblastoma, which has been pre-programmed into here, I sit with Tristan and watch TV, and it's 41 minutes long, and I just sit on the couch and watch TV and hold on to these, and it sends electric current at various frequencies through my hands, and goes through my body, and sometimes the amplitude of the frequency increases, and you get it's almost like when you were a child. Well, when I was a child, I stuck my finger into an electric socket, and it's not quite that intense, and you can control the intensity on it. In my office, I have the nebulizer for the inhalation of the interferon geranium, I think it is, mist, and I do that about 20 minutes a day. And in the master bathroom, that's where I take care of my catheter. I change the bandage every 2 or 3 days, and sometimes I hook the IV up there, and sometimes I do that in the kitchen. The kitchen really is it gets the main activity, and as you can see, there are lots of pills, and there's some liquids too. I take a kidney flush, liver flush, an old cancer remedy, which is a tincture. It's called Essiac, and vitamin D. Again, it's a tincture, and emulsified vitamin A. And what I do is I pre-mix a third of, an equal part of each of them, plus an equal part of the Essiac, the Essiac, the kidney cleanse, and the liver cleanse, and then I put in the daily dosage of the vitamin A and vitamin D, and shake it all up. And I take that in the morning. It's kind of vile. If I do it like a shooter, it's kind of vile. But if I approach it like a cocktail and sip it, it's almost like a bitters. So I don't know what's best. I have not had a drink. I can't remember. And yeah, I'm trying to think if there's anything else about home care. It's what I've been told is that I'm I'm not supposed to feel good during this process. Um, I, uh, except, maybe, like I've had a few good days where um, the treatment is shining right through. Um, Also, Tristan's psychiatrist at Princess Margaret Hospital, he said, you can have these improvements, but to be aware that, they can turn around. And that would devastate me if it did. Um, uh, I want to go back to work. This is not a holiday. Um, it's it's my cancer holiday. um, but I was feeling, like I had a good week this week, and I was just back from the clinic. There were a few days where I had some medical marijuana, in an edible form, and I was feeling guilty for, I was just, doing some errands. I was feeling good, and I was like, you need to think about getting back to work, and I don't. I need to recover, and my recovery is not complete. By any means. I don't think I'm going to be back at work until next year sometime. This has just zapped me emotionally and physically. The illness, the treatments, the planning, the worrying, and yeah, when I was having these moments of, boy, I'm feeling, like 85% there. I was like going, could it really be working? I was like, okay, this would be amazing if it really did work. Given that I was given a death sentence, how many months ago? 8 months ago. I was given 12 months at the low end to, 15 to 18 months. So, in theory, I could be dead in 4 months or sooner. Well, I'm turning heads for the wrong reasons. I see when I'm walking down the street, especially if I don't have my head covered, there's the spot where the incision was made, and there's a couple of veins. I think that's from the tumors are trying to create a new source of nutrients. And that's done by new veins growing. So yeah, it's been interesting. I've seen a couple of people that I haven't seen in a while, and they're kind of surprised And of course, I tell them what's going on. And I've got that down to a pat kind of answer or statement. Yeah, I'm trying to think about what else about home care. I don't know. I think I've covered it all. Let me know if you have any questions.